let me go. Hey everybody, Tammy Trayer, TrayerWilderness.com. I am in my kitchen right now. Bear with me a second here. I'm realizing I need to lower the tripod so you can actually see what I'm doing. Maybe not that far. I'll give you guys a few minutes to get on here. This is not noon. It's much later. Today things were just a little crazy and it didn't work out very well for me. It is now 6:25 Pacific time in northern Idaho, and today is day 7 of my November 30-day Gratefully Prepared challenge. And for those of you that are new to our channel, the challenge is to help you see more of the gratitude and the things you need to be grateful for in your life, because they make you happier and more joyful and life a whole lot better when you're focusing on the good instead of the bad. And we're also sharing preparedness tips at the same time because we feel it is extremely important for people to be prepared and understand what being prepared means. So right now, today, I am thankful for our hunting season. Now, when we talk about hunting season, you know, we run into those people that get very upset with us and have very negative things to say about killing animals. And, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and it's a free world. You're just as able to communicate and express yourself as I am. But I'd like to share that on our homestead, when it comes to hunting season, we take it very seriously because this is how we feed our family. Right now I am making elk tenderloin for my family and cooking from scratch. And when we have the opportunity to get ourselves animals every year, those animals are what take us through the entire year for our meat. And we utilize as much of the animal as we can. A lot of people, when they hunt, they don't eat the liver, they don't eat the heart, and they don't take the meat from the neck of the animal. We cut up the neck and use the neck for neck roast. They make amazing roasts. And we utilize the hides, we utilize some of the bones for bone broth. I utilize some of the bones for painting on. The elk ivory, which are the teeth in the elk, the male and female both have them. The bull elk has bigger ivories, but those get used for jewelry and different decorative things in our home. And like I said, we utilize everything we can from the animal. So, you know, you can still frown upon it, but it is a level of preparedness that we utilize every year, and it is a level of preparedness that I feel is a life skill, and that everybody should know how to hunt, how to field dress an animal out in the field, how to butcher the animal, and also how to preserve the meat. So those are life skills that if the grocery store suddenly no longer had meat, how would you feed your family and how would you survive? So that is something that we heavily focus on out here. And okay, Facebook Live came back. For those of you that are joining me, I would love to know where you're from and what you're grateful for today. Now, I mentioned that I was grateful for our hunting season, and I'm going to explain a little bit why I'm really grateful this year. I had the opportunity to get out, and I filled my elk tag this year and got a cow elk. We had a small cow elk season to keep our population down, and I was blessed to be able to get myself a cow. I'm going to move this over here so I can show you a little bit more of what I'm doing in a minute. The mountain man was blessed to go to Wyoming with his father on a mule deer hunt, and he also got a very nice mule deer buck. So we have mule deer in our freezer. And my father-in-law... Okay, back again. All right, so the mountain man got his mule deer buck. My father-in-law comes every year and he hunts, and this year he got himself a spiked elk and he got himself a deer. So he takes very little meat with him, so we have all of that meat going in our freezer this year and being canned. So we are extremely blessed, and I'm really excited about it. Welcome to my zoo. Hey, Facebook Live's coming back. I see some of you out there. Welcome. So I'm very thankful for our hunting season every year, but this year I'm really thankful because we've got a lot of elk meat, and elk meat is, in my opinion, to die for. The next best thing beyond elk, in my opinion, is moose, and we were blessed with that several years ago when the mountain man got his moose. Mule deer, the mule deer that he got is also really, really good flavored. Now, the preparedness side of things, there's two things that I'd like to talk about on the preparedness side of things tonight. One is knowing how to hunt, field dress, butcher, and preserve your meats, because it is an extreme life skill, and I think kids should know how to do this too. You know, things are only as squeamish as we make them. Okay, so the other thing is cooking from scratch, and I'm gonna spin this around here and show you some things. Okay, in this dish here we've got the elk tenderloin. Real easy. Butter in a cast iron skillet. You can also put your seasonings in there if you wanted to. I've done that already, where you just season the butter and then put your meat on top, and then okay, potatoes in the pan. Real easy. Boil some potatoes till they're soft, your fresh vegetables in the other pan. Cooking from scratch is not that difficult, and I want to encourage everybody to embrace from scratch cooking. I know in this crazy busy world that it's very convenient for many of you, but put your food in a slow cooker in the morning and you'll have a fresh meal when you come home, you know, from work. I love doing slow cooker meals, but cooking from scratch is so important in this day and age, because what is in our processed foods, if they are not non-GMO and organic processed foods. Okay, so that's my meal. Over here, I've got sauerkraut in the works. I am using MasonTops. They have a complete fermentation kit, which comes with a cookbook and is a wonderful set. I'm really excited. I am reviewing this for them, and I'm really excited because I have used other fermentation tools, and I think this is probably the easiest that you can have. I'm going to set this up real quick here and spin this around. Bear with me here. Okay, let's try this real quick. Got your quart jar, a little bit of crushed up sauerkraut or cabbage in here. Put your salt in, keep layering your salt, cabbage. And then you can use the MasonTops. This is their pickle pebble. Yes, that's tricky. Pickle pebble, which goes on top of your sauerkraut to keep it staying down as it ferments, and then enters. It actually tastes like horseradish. It's got like a really good kick to it. Hi guys, we're back on here. There, try that piece. This is a German cabbage from my dear friend Gudrun, and it has got a really good kick to it. Isn't that sweet? It's got like a horseradishy taste to it. Not initially, but as you're chewing it, it has a horseradishy taste to it. Hi Chad. Guys, I'm sorry, this has been really painful. I am going to do a video on this on YouTube, just on the MasonTops, but you then use the pickle pipes. This is used on the top of the jar to allow the air to escape as it's fermenting, and the pickle pounder. No, that's not right. But you need to mash your cabbage prior to putting it in the jars so that the natural juices will escape from it so that it can ferment naturally with the salt. So this is stuff we do on our homestead, and this is how we feed our family. I made homemade treats today. We buy snack bars occasionally, but baked goods and that are all made from scratch here in the home. I buy all my bulk ingredients and then make everything from scratch. It is time consuming sometimes, but there's methods and ways to do things. Just like I said with the slow cooker, I put things on my wood stove to cook all day long, and then all I have to make is maybe breads or baked goods. So, okay, I'm back. This is crazy. This is really painful tonight for me too. Facebook Live and my internet are not doing good tonight. But my family eats well. I know what they're eating. They're eating healthy. We sleep better. We have less aches and pains, and we are much healthier. And now if we eat any processed food, it's a given we're going to get sick. We can't eat out, and we can't eat processed foods because now that our body has is not used to them any longer, it can't handle them because there's so many toxins in our food. And people just don't realize. So all those aches and pains, your lack of sleep, your struggles, it's all related to what you're putting in your body. So keep that in mind. And just real quick, when it comes to cooking from scratch, all you really need to do is have your basic tools, a measuring... Hey, we're back. I was determined to at least say goodbye to you guys. This is rather painful. So I will do a from scratch cooking video on YouTube, and I will do a fermenting video on YouTube with the MasonTops. So thanks for joining me. This has been painful and really dropping off tonight, but this should have given you the idea. Post in the notes, in the comments. I'm sorry. We're back. Wait, Lila, you just fit under the tripod. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight. Guys, have a great night. I will see you tomorrow at noon for day 8. Be grateful, be prepared, and we will see you tomorrow. God bless.